What was the Depression like for your family?
Well, my father worked, as I said, for the telephone company, and they did something absolutely wonderful, I think. During the Depression, they never laid anybody off. They never did. They just put people on shorter work weeks. So my mother said she was so grateful to Ma Bell. That's what they call Pacific Bell, Ma Bell, because of her maternal attitude towards the workers. She said there was always a paycheck at the end of every week so that they could pay rent and they could buy groceries. And as I said, she made my clothes. I never had the feeling we were deprived because, as I say, we always had food and we had shelter. So to me, I never thought of us as living a deprived life. But it was a very modest existence. And I remember I was always very pleased to be able to have some money that I made by working so I could go to San Jose was the mecca for shopping for high school girls, or San Francisco, which was, of course, farther away. We also went over to Holman's department store to shop for various and sundry things. My mother would get the fabrics there that she needed if she couldn't find them at Putnam and Raggett. Mr. Putnam and Mr. Raggett ran a marvelous dry goods store in Carmel. It was really lovely and wonderful. Gladys McLeod had the shop for girls. We had a 5 and 10, and of course the Mediterranean market was just so splendid. We had a creamery. It was just a lovely, lovely, lovely place to live.
Does sound like it.
Mm-hmm.
When you would go up to San Jose or San Francisco, how did you go? Did your family drive or did you take the train?
San Francisco, we took the train, and San Jose, I remember my mother drove the car, and I cashed in all the dimes and nickels and quarters I had earned as a waitress at La Playa, and at the bank before we took off, and then I had that money to look for dresses at the San Jose stores. That was fun.
Must have been a fun adventure when you got to go.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was fun. But we did love taking the Del Monte train to San Francisco, and all the ladies got dressed up in hats and gloves and suits. It was really very nice.
Tell me about that. Like, from the moment you left your house, how would you do to get to the station? What would you do? What did it look like?
What did it look like?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a huge recollection. You know, my brother has a very, very good recollection, but not many houses, very rural, very rustic, very, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question because I really don't quite know. The train station in Monterey was an exciting place, so we could board the train there, and it generally left on time, as I recall. There was a porter there who was very solicitous of the women in the club car, and sandwiches were served, and tea or coffee, and I don't know what else. Maybe some. I don't think anything. I don't think hard liquor. It was fun.